Hello, hello, hello. Assalamu alaikum. Ji ayanu pakhair ragle ni hao chunashume washmale ohaya gunzaimas guten morgen. Hola, bonjour, privyat, kaifal, and a very amazing khush ahmadid. But first of all, Happy New Year to everybody who's tuned into PTV World and are watching World this morning alongside the one and the only Shahzad Hasan Khan. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a new day, it's a new dawn, and the year which begins fabulously, I think, is going to end fabulously too as well. So we have bid a farewell to 2017. It has been a great year for everybody, I think, for Pakistan, for democracy, for political parties, and I think that we are at the verge of prosperous development too as well. But as a matter of fact, I think what I needed to share today was that I think after 4 days or 5 days, everybody's going to forget their resolutions. So please make sure that you stay intact with all of what you were thinking that, okay, this year, this is what I'm going to do. Today, we have got some very amazing guests over here. As we know, as you all guys know, that we tend to share whatever talent we have over here within Pakistan and from abroad too as well. But these gentlemen and this lady who's actually joined us for today, I think are doing a great job. But one of these ladies, well, she's only one over here today. So she's even an anchor person, you know, she's a poet, she's doing pretty much everything. And I think in days to come, she'll be sitting where I'm sitting too as well. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, a very happy new year to everybody who's out there. Please make sure that you forget about all of your sorrows, all of your griefs, and be positive and be full of energy. But before we indulge in any conversation, I think what we need to do is that we need to look around how everybody went into 2018. Top stories coming up. Good morning. Fireworks in London, Hong Kong, Pyongyang, Sydney and Auckland welcome the new year. As per details, people in Karachi, Lahore, Islamabad, Rawalpindi and Faisalabad celebrated the new year. Wow. This is how Pakistani boys celebrate. China's second longest highway tunnel, Erlangshan, cutting across 13 seismic zones in southwest China's Sichuan province, opened to trial operation today, marking great breakthrough China has made in road building in areas with complicated geological conditions. Good job, China. So with 2018, you've got a newer tunnel in China too as well to travel. The training camp of Pakistan cricket team kicks off in New Zealand. Pakistan will play 5 one-day internationals and 3 T20 match series against New Zealand. The first one-day international of the series will be played in Wellington on 6th of January. Oh, I think it's getting cold. Mainly cold and dry weather is expected in most parts of the country. Dense foggy conditions are likely to prevail over plain areas of Punjab and Upper Sindh during night and morning hours. So please make sure that you guys dress warm. All right, ladies and gentlemen, these were the top stories. Time now for a public service message. Let's see what do we have in the box since it's 2018 now. Let's do it. I think I've got a very basic public service message today, ladies and gentlemen. That is that we keep on telling and reiterating our kids as well that, you know, sharing is caring. And most of the time, we do not really practice that as well. So kids, as a matter of fact, are going to do what you do or what they see their parents or their elder siblings doing. So please make sure that whatever you have and you're in front of kids or there are a lot of kids as well, please tell them this is an art. Sharing is an art, just like they say that, you know, patience is a talent. I think sharing is an art too as well. So please make sure that you teach your kids and everybody around you to share so that we can care for each other as well. This is a very beautiful public service message. And time now to get started with our show, ladies and gentlemen. So we have been joined by 3 amazing musicians who originally come from Islamabad as well. Well, I certainly don't know about you, but yeah. Certainly they are from Islamabad. Wherever you go over here in cafes or different places, I think these are the faces you're going to see with some amazing vocal cords as well. So I think I'm going to do the introductions. We're going to ask them how their New Year Eve was and then what do they plan to do on their New Year's too as well. So let's see. I think it's going to get interesting. And since it's the beginning of 2018, I think that we are going to set a great path as well for our show, for Well This Morning and the entire team. because we always want to share what Pakistan has to share with the entire world as well. So on my right-hand side, he's a great musician, he's a producer, he's a documentary maker, he's a filmmaker. I don't know, he's wearing so many other hats. He's released one album already. One of my very favorite guys as well, ladies and gentlemen. Please put your hands together for Ali Ashraf. Hello, Ali. Happy New Year. How are you? Assalamu alaikum.
Bro, walaikum salam.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much once again. Let me get done with the introductions first, and then we'll get back into whatever we wanted to talk. So, ladies and gentlemen, this lady I was telling you about, so last Ramadan, I went for an iftar. She was over there. She was hosting. She was asking quite a lot of other questions too. And then obviously since it was Ramadan, so she couldn't sing, but now she's wearing that hat too as well. She's a painter. She just released her debut single in 2016 with the name of Azad, and we can actually listen to the English version of Azad too, which is with the name of Free. She's none other than Miss Mehroz Waseem. Hello, how are you? Assalamu alaikum. Naya Saal Mubarak.
Hello Shahzad, Assalamualaikum Assalam, and good morning. I'm good. How are you?
Absolutely perfect. Thank you very much.
And Happy New Year to you too as well.
Thank you very much. Thanks. See, she's already doing the job. Yeah, this is what I said. But that's good. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this last gentleman who's actually joined us, he's kind of new to the show as well. He just released his first ever song, and obviously our well wishes are with you. So he's none other than Mr. Shuaib Siddiqui. Hello, assalamu alaikum. Good morning. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine. How are you?
Absolutely perfect. Thank you very much for coming up with some, giving your reply with some energy. So Ali, I think I'm going to get my conversation started with you. What are you leaving behind in 2017, and what are you looking forward to 2018?
Well, a lot happened in 2017.
Yeah.
It was a pretty quick year.
It was indeed.
Come to think of it, everything happened like really fast. So we did a lot of stuff. We are carrying a lot in 2018. I'm recording my second album, which will be out in Feb 2018.
Yeah.
Then we did a lot of stuff on the Echo front. Pepsi Battle of the Band happened.
Yeah,
that was a good thing.
Thank you very much for taking all the brand names. That's good.
Dash Battle of the Band happened, which did a lot of dash stuff for the bands.
There's quite a lot of dash going on. I think instead we could use beep.
Yeah. No, I'm just filling the blanks.
All right, go ahead. And
so that revived the entire band culture, and now we're seeing that. Like yesterday, last night, New Year's Eve, we had a gig at a cafe over here, and they were very excited about it. Wow. The bands were over there, the owner of the cafes was over there, and they was like, yeah, this is something that needs to happen like every Saturday.
And I think we can even take the name of the cafe, because these guys actually took an initiative where they gathered all the musicians too as well. There was a bigger stage. And there's one more thing, ladies and gentlemen, which is very interesting, and that is that whenever I go out of the city or wherever to host a show, which is not really for television but for live audiences, any musician who actually gets on stage does not want to come off the stage as well.
Yeah, that happens.
Isn't it true?
Yeah, the last song, one last song, that always happens. You know, the thing is, there's so few opportunities for live performances. As soon as you get on the stage and then you have a great audience in front of you, like I've seen some of your Facebook live videos of the places that you've been going. The energy is so like electric that you don't want to get off.
Yeah, when you have like hundreds and thousands of people right in front of you and they're like cheering on whatever you're saying, I think this is what gives you energy as well.
And an adrenaline rush as well, no?
Yeah, it is. So, Mehroz, what about you? What are you leaving behind in 2017 and taking alongside you in 2018 and look forward to in 2018?
Okay, a lot happened this year. In the beginning, I did my debut as an anchor person.
Wow.
Like I did my own music show on K2 TV. It was a music and talk show, all-round show. That happened. It was a seasonal thing. Uske alawa, as you were talking about the thing in Ramzan, the emceeing thing.
Yeah.
That was also my debut as an MC. I was hosting Ramzans.
I've never liked this word. I don't know why. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, it's Master of Ceremony.
Yeah, master of ceremony.
Yeah.
I prefer hostess, but that's what they call it. But I did that. That was my debut. That was a great experience, a lot of fun. You know how it is, you know, when all the crowd and it is, you know, the energy and everything.
It's a tough job. People do not realize it's a very tough job.
It is.
To interact and to talk with people where there are, you know, somebody from Lahore too as well, because of Batani generated the Batani, and then, you know, people have their different thinking processes as well. You know, when they see a pretty lady, I don't know what happens to them.
And then controlling
the
crowd as well.
That as well. What you just said, you should translate that, because
well, you know, for all of those people who actually can understand English, I think obesity will do the word as well. For majority of the people who are butts away in Pakistan are obese, majority. I'm not saying it's a very generic statement, please don't kill me.
But they're proud of it.
Yeah, continue. So what do you plan to do in 2018?
2018 में I plan to continue doing everything that I did in the past year. उसी को लेके चलूँ. I even composed new songs in 2017. Like I think around 6-7 more songs, and I've been doing gigs as well. I've been doing gigs at FACE, if you know about the Foundation for Arts, Culture and Education, udhar, and TV appearances bhi hain. PTV pe I came twice. Independence Day pe I came because I wrote a national song wo maine perform kiya tha on PTV.
Amazing.
And other than that, I'm also
I
teaching.
think other than that, if the same question would have been asked from your parents, they would be like, मैं रोज की तो शादी कर रहे हैं. I think this is what parents are thinking.
That's the thing that's on their mind.
Yeah, we'll definitely come back to you.
Yeah.
Now moving on to Shoaib. So Shoaib, you know, you just actually jumped into this career very recently. You have released a video too as well. This is your first ever song. Why in the first place you wanted to be a musician when you knew that over in Pakistan, how musicians live, how do they survive, we have to do another job too as well. Even if in terms we're doing a morning show, we still have to do another job.
You get grey hair.
I don't know, maybe
my hair not grey, yours are. Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know, maybe it was a natural instinct or what, but I always had a thing for music. Right when I was.
Where did you keep that thing?
I had it in my heart,
and within your own self.
within my
inner
own
self.
Inner self.
Yeah.
And then I always wanted to pursue in this field. The basic goal that I had in 2017 was to launch my first original. So Alhamdulillah, I achieved that. So I'm really happy. And
what's the title of your?
The title of my song is Kabhi To Aayegi Wo.
Kabhi To Aayegi Wo.
Yep.
All right, so I think that's what we're going to do. Kabhi To Aayegi Wo video Shoaib ki on television. Let's do it right now. Happy New Year, ladies and gentlemen. First ever release, and I think it's going to be aired on television for the very first time too?
Yep.
All right, let's do it. Promoting talent all the way in Pakistan. Good morning.
किसी को ना हुई खबर कहाँ वो जा छुपी जादू है उसकी आँखों में बातें भी हंसी हो किसी को ना हुई खबर कहाँ वो जा छुपी जादू उसकी आँखों में बातें भी हंसी लौट आओ ना मेरी जिंदगी में थक रहा हूँ तेरी राहों में हो कभी तो आएगी वो उसके आने से मिले खुशी चार से कभी तो आएगी वो उसको आने से मिले खुशी चार से चार सू कभी तो आएगी वो उसके आने से मिले खुशी चार सू
Kab Aayegi Wo is the question which Shoaib's asking through his musical video. It was a wonderful one. Thank you very much for putting up this effort too as well. But Shoaib, why Kab Aayegi Wo? I mean, what happened?
Actually, a lot of people ask this question, and the basic reason behind it. Actually, I composed the song initially,
Yeah.
so I had to put some strong lyrics behind that.
Alright.
So it was a very a long period of time
I mean,
that I had.
you know, it's a very different idea. Kab Aayegi Wo, and there's so many things which can come to as
Yeah.
well. I think this is what I'm thinking. Kab Aayegi Wo, is it about a girl? Is it about your mom coming with a chappal too as well, or your father, or your cousins, or anybody else, or your gift, or your present?
Anything.
So let's start from Ali, since Ali has got his own record label as well too. So what are your remarks about his first ever release? Tell us which areas do you think you need to work?
It's a very sweet song. I really like it, and it has that young energy. The first song, the first feeling,
Yeah.
the love ballad, and all of that. So it's pretty cool, man. I have to
Let's
say.
you.
let's see what Meroz has to say. Meroz, what about you?
I thought it was a very catchy, light song, very relaxing, or it has a very feel-good vibe.
Yeah, and as soon as Meroz started to speak, you know what he was doing.
No, no.
Oh my God.
Why?
All right, but with that, ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. We are celebrating New Year's over here on Well This Morning with Ali, Ashraf, Meroz, Wasim, and Shoaib Siddiqui. Don't go anywhere, because when you guys are going to come back, we're going to listen Azad from Meroz, Wasim, or probably free. I think this is what we are doing. Good morning. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. For everybody who just got tuned into PT World, you watching World This Morning, the 2018 style, and we guys are obviously celebrating a New Year's morning over here, because the year which starts well is definitely going to end well too as well. I've been joined by Mr. Ali Ashraf, Meroz Wasim, and Mr. Shoaib Siddiqui, but I think it's about time that we move on to Ali over here. So Ali, how do you think 2017 was in terms of music, in terms of musicians, or in terms of the variety which our musicians produced?
Well, the best thing that happened in 2017 was that we just did a show yesterday. We called it Echo Roundup, in which we collect all the news of the entire year that happened.
Wow.
And when we were doing that, we saw that although everything that's happening, like Shoaib himself is an example
Yeah.
of it, it's all do-it-yourself basis. But still, there is a lot of music that is coming out. Albums, Zohaib Hassan released his album, Asad Ahmed, the guitarist, he released his album, Hadika Kiani released her album, Wajd. So a lot of albums came
Yasser
out.
Akhtar came out with a
Yasser
single too as
Akhtar came
well,
out. The Pepsi again, PP Battle of the Band happened, which again helped a lot of bands to come out.
And then there were other biggest events of the year happening all
Yeah,
over
that
Pakistan too as well.
See, and those events, those are the actual catalyst to change in the music industry right now. Live events, because any person who your audience becomes your fan when once they see you live. If they listen to you on YouTube, they listen to you on all the apps everywhere, they don't become your fan, they just follow you. But once they see you live, they follow your energy, then they become your fans. They go out and buy your tickets, they buy your merchandise, they like your pages, they share your content.
Exactly.
So live events is where things are happening. And this year, the previous year, we had gigs in, we had the Echo Rock Fest, we had the Art Langar, we had Face Music Mela, we even went to Hunza for the first time in Pakistan, northern areas, we went to Hunza at Passu Cones. It was like amazing, the backdrop. And we had those local people over here from Gilgit, Baltistan, Chitral, bands from there. Around 7 bands from Islamabad and Lahore, they went over there, we performed over.
So I think in terms of music, it was cool.
So like things are stirring up. Now what is required is a proper direction and a way for it to benefit the artists. And one more thing that I would like to add over here, that everything that's happening, whatever I talk to, these are all musician-led initiatives. People who are doing things behind are all musicians. So we need support and help from people who have good fundings, who have good pockets to come into this industry and give it a boost, because there is a lot of room for growth.
Exactly, and I think at the same time, what I would love to recommend to all of those corporate brands which are out there is that please make sure that you pick up on newer kids too as well. Because Atif Aslam is Atif Aslam now, Rahat Fateh Ali Khan is now Rahat Fateh Ali Khan, Shafqat Amanat Ali is Shafqat Amanat Ali. Please make sure that you guys give a chance to people like Shoaib, people like me. Or I think these two examples are just fine too as well.
And
So-
You
Shehzad
also
also
sing
went live.
Shehzad?
He's a rapper.
Really?
well, yeah,
I
I
didn't
think
know
this
that.
is.
really well.
I think this is the best thing
Wow.
which happened in 2017, and that is that Quadrum actually gave me an opportunity to rap alongside them as well on stage.
Yeah.
And it just went fabulous. And the remarks which I got from people, because people were sending in the videos, were just great. So I was like, all of that hooting when you get it on
The
stage.
live
I
feel
understand
you cannot,
that
the
now.
high you cannot, nothing.
Because I felt free. And I think
Yeah.
this is about time that we actually listen to a song named Free.
All right.
Feroz, take it away. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is
Okay. This is
Feroz Naseem's
Azad.
Free.
This is my debut song. And वादे वो इरादे वो ख्वाब वो ख्याल जो कल तक आस थी वो अब नहीं है, अपने हुए पराए उम्मीद सारी टूटी, न कोई प्यार है न कोई साथी। तो मेरी जिंदगी में आए ऐसे के दुनिया बदल गई, पर अब फासले बढ़ गए हैं और हमें गम नहीं। जो कल तक प्यार था वो आज एक खता है बस। अब मैं हूँ आज़ाद, न कोई गम है न तेरी याद, और तुम वो नहीं जिसे मैंने चाहा। तुम सिर्फ एक झूठ, एक फरेब, एक धोखा थे। सितम जो तुमने किए तो गम भी ये सहा था, वक्त ही इस दर्द की एक दवा। उम्मीदों का सहारा लेके हम चले, कोई तो यहाँ पे हो हमारा। न तुम रहे ना हम रहे, अजब ये दास्तां, चाहतों के समंदर में डूबे हम तो क्या, जो कल तक प्यार था वो आज एक खता है बस। अब मैं हूँ आज़ाद, न कोई गम है न तेरी याद, और तुम वो नहीं जिसे मैंने चाहा, तुम सिर्फ एक झूठ, एक फरेब, एक धोखा थे। अब एक नई सुबह आई है और जाग उठी है जिंदगी, दिल के आंसू बहने रुक गए हैं, हाँ रुक गए। अब मैं हूँ आज़ाद, न कोई गम है न तेरी याद, और तुम वो नहीं जिससे मैंने चाहा, तुम सिर्फ एक झूठ, एक फरेब, एक धोखा थे।
Wow. Wow. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not surprised
Thank
because this was
you.
her debut song. And once again, it is about love and love life as well. How did you come up with such lyrics? And you know, these lyrics were very different as well. For example, Shoaib didn't come up with such lyrics. He's like, Kab aaogi?
Yes,
right?
I'm asking.
But you're like, Main hu azad, ek dhoka, ek fareeb. How do you come up with such stuff, yeah?
It just happens. I mean, just happened one day. I was sitting, I
Yeah.
was playing the guitar, and I mean, I'm an emotional person.
Wow.
Like I'm a sensitive person. So I was feeling this thing. So I wanted to express it in some way, and I thought that music was the perfect way for me to express how I'm
Yeah.
feeling. So I sat down and I just started writing. I started playing the guitar, and then when I came up with the rhythm of the strumming
Yeah, it's
pattern,
nice, very.
and then after that I decided to write down the lyrics that went with that.
But who
rhythm.
inspired you? I mean, was there somebody in the family, or did you see Kuratul and Baloch or any singing? I mean, you know, there might be a lot of inspirations, right? I mean, maybe
yeah.
across the border too as well, or probably somewhere in Hollywood or, you know, places around. Who do you love to listen to?
I have a lot of inspirations because I listen to almost every kind of music,
Wow.
every genre. But अगर इंस्पिरेशन की बात करें तो यहाँ पाकिस्तानी में आर्टिस्ट में मुझे नाज़िया हसन बहुत इंस्पायर करती है because I grew up listening to her music.
Wow.
And then you have the Cranberries. They are one of my favorite bands. Madonna. There's like so many names, but अब
J-Lo.
सबके लेना शुरू कर दूँ तो you know list काफ़ी लंबी हो जाएगी. But main जो मेरे है ना
And then how was it? Since I think, you know, thank you very much for making it to the show, because I'm going to take another direction over here, and that is that over here in Pakistan we do have, I'm sorry, I don't want to use the same words I used in 2017, but there's no more choices. Stereotype, all right? So, you know, people over here, they do not let their daughters go out freely, right?
Yeah.
How do you think that, you know, it was a journey for you where you were singing, you're modeling, you're hosting, you're actually pursuing your passion?
Yeah.
So